You're welcome. This is the Messiah Revelation channel. We are an end time ministry. We look at prophetic events. We are in the end times at the time when the final trumpet of heaven has sounded. Today, our discussion is on an end time event, and that is the wars that will happen in the end times. The wars will involve weapons. They are weapons that are apocalyptic in nature. And so today we are focusing on one of the weapons, an end time weapons. When we are in the end times, we'll have to look at the end time nations and their agenda for the end times. They are preparing for Armageddon. And today we are focusing on one of the weapons of apocalypse. And we will compare that with God's own weapons in the last days. We are focusing on the Satan II missiles. Satan II is a missile. It's a weapon system, intercontinental ballistic missile developed by Russia under Putin. Satan II. The reason why they call it Satan II is that it has very destructive power, unprecedented in the history of the world, and is the leading weapon of apocalypse that we can identify at this moment. Satan II ICBM, developed by Russia, is called RS-28 Samat, the Samat weapon, a weapon of apocalypse. We are living in a world where the leaders of the world, the kings of the earth, they have prepared themselves for the battle, doomsday battle, and the weapons are very scary. They are destructive, and the Satan II missile is, in my opinion, the leading weapon of apocalypse, the Russia's weapon. It travels 15,500 mph, 15,500 miles per hour, and so the speed is very astronomical, and it is 116 feet tall, and it is almost like a 10-story building. And of course, there was an article done by it by prophecynewswatch.com, and the missile has 10 metric tons of destructive power, thermonuclear warheads, and one missile has 16 warheads, 16 targetable warheads, one missile. And how destructive is the Satan II missile? One missile can destroy a territory as large as the state of Texas. And if you look at the United States, you look at the map, Texas is the largest state in America in terms of territory. And Satan II intercontinental ballistic missile from Russia can destroy a territory as large as the state of Texas. And by comparison, you can also say that it can also destroy a territory as large as Great Britain. And also by comparison, you can say that one missile, the Satan II missile from Russia, can destroy a territory as large as France. And so you can do your own calculation. If the Satan II missile is is activated, imagine what destruction that it can do to Great Britain, and also to France, and also to United States. The most scary thing is that there's no military solution to the Satan II missiles. America at this time doesn't have any defenses against the Satan II missiles. No defenses because they have no weapon that will be able to prevent the Satan II missiles from hitting United States. The range of the missile, the RS-28 Samat, is 21,000 miles. It means that Satan II missile can hit any place on the planet. It can hit United States. It can hit any part of the world, and nobody has an antidote to the Satan II missiles, the RS-28 Samat, and it has been tested by Putin, and it has been announced that they are going to deploy probably by the end of the year 2026. And so we are very close to the Armageddon, and people have their fingers on the trigger. The leaders have fingers on the trigger. And if you are looking at military balance of power, we can conclude that America is below Russia in terms of nuclear capability because Russia has more nuclear warheads than any nation at the moment, including the United States. And conventionally, the balance is different, but when you are taking everything into consideration, we can say that Putin's Russia is ahead of the United States, having more nuclear warheads than the United States, and also having acquired the RS-28 Samat, which they call Satan II missiles. If they call it Satan II, it means that there was Satan I. And actually, there was an improvement over an earlier version of Russia's ICBM, and the improvement has made it more destructive, and that's why they call it Satan II. It means it is an advanced version of Satan I. If somebody names a missile after Satan, quote unquote, and it means that the missile is very demonic, you can say, is very destructive. Satan has a manifesto that is in John 10, verse 10. He came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. In the last days, this is what is going to happen. And as we look at Satan II missiles, the RS-28 Samat, we know that what the book of Revelation said is very true. And when people read the book of Revelation, they cannot imagine how destructive wars would be in the end times. And they even doubt the accuracy of the prophecy in the book of Revelation. 1/3 of and the human race being wiped out, 1/3 of rivers being destroyed, and earthquakes and fire all over the place is true. Because if you look at the analysis of Satan II ICBM, you say that is very apocalyptic. One missile can destroy the state of Texas, a territory as large as the state of Texas in the United States, or even Great Britain, or even France. Only one missile. We are talking about what one missile can do. The ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, Satan-2 missile. One missile alone can destroy the largest state in the United States, and there's no defense. And when I say there's no defense, this is what it has been, researchers have concluded that at the time of making this video, there's no defense against the Satan-2 missile developed by Russia. It is not the only weapon and that has been developed. There are other weapons, and one of them is the Poseidon nuclear drones. And we know that we are in the end times and technology has advanced, and now drones play a major role in warfare. And Russia has drones that are nuclear. They can lie under the bottom of the sea and potentially undetectable until they are given the instruction to detonate. And if they get the instruction, they can cause nuclear tsunami. And how destructive is the Poseidon nuclear drones, the Poseidon nuclear drone? How destructive is it? Potentially, it can destroy entire coastal region. For example, if it is used, let's say, against United States, the East Coast or the West Coast, entire coastal regions can be wiped out, because the Poseidon nuclear drones has the capability of causing tsunami, nuclear tsunami, and that will be very destructive. And if Apostle John probably saw the Poseidon drone, if Apostle John also saw the Satan-2 missile developed by Russia, he will be more surprised. Technology has advanced up to this time, and this prophetic, because the book of Daniel talks about in the last days there will be increase in knowledge. Technological advancement will proceed astronomically, and this is where we are in the days we are living, where the final trumpet of heaven has sounded based upon a revelation I received. We know that we are very close to Armageddon, and the weapons of apocalypse are around, and we have just examined one of them, and it is a major one, the RS-28 SAMAT, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, because it's very destructive. People call it Satan-2 missile, Satan-2 ICBM, developed by Russia, and potentially could be deployed by the end of the year. And they are planning to develop many of them. And as I said, one missile can destroy Great Britain or France, or a territory as large as the state of Texas in the United States, and there's no defense to it. What do you think? It means that we have reached a point where the human race has the capability of doing damage to the world. And it also shows that the kings of this world are very proud. The leaders of the world are very proud, particularly the nations that have nuclear weapons. And that pride will precede their fall because the Lord will not sit down for mere mortal men and women to destroy the world. The Lord also has his own weapons. They are weapons of war. The Lord has used hailstones, stones. Um, the world was created by God, and the elements in the world will be used by God Himself. And God can even use confusion to fight His enemies. In the last days, there will be confusion among the soldiers of the Antichrist, and they will be killing themselves. And not only that, despite the weapons that the kings of the earth will have, they will lose the battle. And the last battle, the battle of Armageddon, as we read the book of Revelation, chapter 19. And if you read Revelation 19, verse 19, is written, "And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army." And that is the battle of Armageddon. Despite Satan two missiles developed by Russia, and even despite the Minuteman III developed by the United States, the kings of the earth, I'm talking about president of the superpower nation, the so-called superpower nations, they will be defeated in the battle of Armageddon. And Revelation 19:21 talks about a weapon that will be used to defeat the kings of the earth. I'm talking about the leaders of the world. I'm talking about the proud presidents who are boasting about their country's military prowess and very, very proud and arrogant. Revelation 19, verse 21 says, "And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth." And we are talking about a sword coming from the mouth of the Messiah. His own breath, the breath of the Messiah, will destroy the remnants of the kings of the earth who will gather to make war against the Messiah in the battle of Armageddon. And there will be a great supper. The Bible talks about a great supper, and the great supper, the supper of the great God. And the Apostle John saw the fowls and the birds on the earth, the animals, they were gathered to come for a supper. It is called the supper of the great God. There's going to be a supper, and the meat will be the bodies of the kings of the earth. The kings of the earth who will be gathered by the Antichrist to wage the last battle against God. They will be killed, and the Lord will summon the birds and the fowls of the earth to come and feast on the bodies of the kings, and probably to include the kings of the earth, including the leaders of the nations that boast that they are very powerful and they can destroy other nations. They can wage aggression against other nations, and they actually mock God. They don't believe in God. They are leaders of heathen nations, and the Lord will humble them, and the Lord will use confusion to humble them, and the Lord will use fire and brimstone against the people in Sodom and Gomorrah. In the last days, the remnants of the army of Lucifer, the remnants of the army of the Antichrist, and they will be defeated. The Lord will use the weapons of his choice. And Revelation chapter 19, verse 21 talks about the sword coming from the mouth of the lion of the tribe of Judah, and that will destroy the remnants of the army of the Antichrist. And so nations have their weapons, and some of them are even saying they will make their country great again. They will invest in artificial intelligence, and they will increase their weapons, and they will research and do more research, and they will increase their defense budget into trillions of dollars and trillions of euros and rupees and any other currencies. But they will be defeated. And it will be funny for the one who has his finger on the trigger even to collapse at the moment that he has his finger on the trigger, because there's a God who created the universe. He created human beings. He can take people's life at any moment. He created oxygen, and he can take the oxygen away. And when leaders are very proud and arrogant, and they have developed weapons of apocalypse, and they are very arrogant, and they think that they own the world, they control the world, a time will come when they will be humbled. They will be humbled, and the time will come, because Hebrews 9:27 says that it's appointed unto a man and a woman to die once, and after that judgment. And so even the proud kings of the earth, including prime ministers and presidents, and those who are very arrogant and proud, they will exit the world one day, because they will succumb to the law of death in Hebrews 9:27. It's appointed unto man to die once, and after that judgment. And those who have their fingers on the trigger, they will face judgment one day. And so we are in the world where we have the most dangerous weapon, RS-28 Samad, called Satan II missile. One missile can destroy France, can destroy Britain, can destroy a territory as large as the state of Texas, and there's no antidote. No one can stop the weapon, but the Lord is waiting for the battle, the last day battle, the battle of Armageddon, where the beast, the Antichrist, will gather the kings of the earth. When we say the kings of the earth, they are the leaders of the earth. They are the kings, the presidents, are the prime ministers. They are the CEOs, those who are part of the new order of the world. And they are rebels. They are leaders of heathen nations, and they are mocking God. They are very proud and arrogant, and the Lord will teach them a lesson. And in the battle of Armageddon, their bodies will be fed to fowls and beasts on the earth, when the Lord organizes the great supper of the Almighty God, and when the horses and their riders will be astonished with brimstone and fire, and the breath coming from the mouth of the Messiah will destroy the remnant of the kings of the earth, including those who are boasting of their weapons of apocalypse. We are in the last days. We are in the last days. Repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. The Messiah is coming very soon. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded, based upon a revelation, a vision that I saw on August 27, 2013. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. The final trumpet of heaven has sounded. This is Messiah Revelation Ministry.